Alright, so hear me out on this one. The new rules of YouTube are actually good for content creators. Hey guys, thanks for watching Roanoke Gaming. So I am predominantly a gaming channel, but I wanted to get my line of thought out while, still relevant and still kind of concerned with the things that are going on YouTube. Currently, YouTube has rolled out policies, as we all know, where you need 4,000 hours of watch time and 1K subs. Obviously, there was a knee-jerk reaction to this and people hated it. Big YouTubers were screaming that it's unfair to small YouTube channels and how it screws us. Small YouTubers were wailing and gnashing their teeth like children over how YouTube just doesn't care about them. But has anybody actually stopped to think about what the implications of this actually mean for content creators? Call me a glass half full kind of guy, but I've never really been afraid of hard work. But honestly, I see this as a good thing, and I haven't really heard many people talking about it. I started making videos in January and haven't really stopped since. I enjoy content creation, and I love how fulfilling putting information out there on lore and morphology is. I'm glad people watch it, and it gives me a sense of fulfillment that haven't really been around with the other hobbies that I have. When these rules got hashed out and put onto the community, obviously people were pretty angry about it. And rightfully so. Some people had around 900 subs and were trying to monetize, yet they were getting nowhere for weeks as YouTube wasn't allowing them to monetize. These rules dropped and suddenly the chaos ensued. But let's take a step back and see it for what it really is. It's a culling. It is, in a way, getting things under control. These rules will weed out the people who want to be content creators versus those who are just looking for a quick buck. Currently I sit at 60 subs. That is a long way from 1,000. And by the time I make it to 1,000, things may be completely different. Rules may have changed and I might need 2K needed to monetize. But I am prepared to go the distance for a few reasons. First and foremost, I enjoy making content. I enjoy putting that information out there, even for my small amount of subs, and while it would be great to make some money, ultimately, I am just fine with creating what I create. Second, it was never about the money. As stated, sure, it would be awesome, but when I started, it was really only about the content. I worked on my craft, and while I think I still have a ways to go, I can already see a massive improvement. But you are here for how this is going to be a good thing for content creators. When you thin the herd of an overpopulated group, they do much better. There's more food to be had, less competition for resources, and life is overall better. This is exactly what YouTube is doing. For a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with it, I just want to point that out, YouTube is about money. They want to be paid. This, however, means that people have a tendency to put out low-effort content and use good tags to obtain as many views as possible. They do this for a quick buck, and as stated, there's nothing wrong with being paid for your content, but junk content that nobody really likes is gonna block or kind of camouflage the good content. If you got a YouTuber who spends days on their content to make it clean and precise, pours hours into getting the audio just so, pick the right music that goes perfectly with it, and then post, their content has to be filtered in with all the other junk content. This means that if their tags aren't perfect, their thumbnail isn't the best out there, they'll never be seen. This creates an issue as people will find themselves watching absolute garbage content because they don't know the good stuff is actually out there. Now imagine someone creating a great thumbnail, perfect tags, but the most boring stuff you've ever seen. It's 720p, not interesting, but from the outside it looks great, but they just don't care about making the actual contents of it good. Just making it look good to get views. They never get any subs because it sucks, but they still achieve those views. The new rules weed out the second person, but ensure the first person, if they're still interested in overall creating content, will continue to thrive. This will help them gain exposure and, as a consequence, because they're making good content, gain subs quicker in the long term. They won't have to compete with XX Sniper 360 No-Scope XX video filmed on a potato pointed at his TV screen because that guy will have given up on his crappy content because there's no payout in it. This is a band-aid rip, people. It hurts, but it's better off to rip it fast than do it slowly over time and just cause more issues. YouTube did this to benefit themselves mainly, of course, but indirectly it also benefits the content creators who actually want to be here and who intend on posting. The ones that post reviews but not for subs, their content will be terrible and they will end up having to go spam their videos elsewhere. Overall, just stay the course. Right now this is a turbulent time for all creators, but with enough tenacity, I imagine we will start seeing the benefits of this in the coming months, as those who do not want to be here or put in the work will fall off. So I want to hear what you guys think. Typically I don't put out videos like this, but I figure it needed to be talked about, to kind of help bring everyone out of this doom and gloom state and kind of look at it from more of a positive perspective. If you like the video, please feel free to check out some of my other ones. I go over lore and morphology and pretty much anything else that I kind of want to go over. Typically is going to be Halo, Dead Space, Gears of War, that sort of thing. Thanks guys, and I will catch y'all in the next one.